Here we go. Now we're live.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. So we're here with Steve, and we are on SureDog. We're about to
One
just
deal.
pretty much review 2025. Some background, bruh. Just let's like go back to the beginning. I
Yeah, right.
remember,
Like, okay.
like literally, Steve one like we had always been watching UFC. Me and Steve grew up together. We went to school together, and we would always kind of mention the UFC. We'd mention like, bro, like Steve knew who Anderson was and Chuck Liddell. And he would like, bro, there's some crazy fights going on. But then like, fast forward to like high school, he was like, bro, he's like, you need to watch Robbie Lawler, because I didn't know who Robbie was at the time. I didn't know anything. But I just remember Steve showed me Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald 2.
The second
Brother,
one, bro. That fight.
oh my gosh,
That
that was one of
like
the
it's been a while.
greatest. Go ahead.
It's been a while since it's been like a fight, like a championship fight like that, bro. Where it's just like one guy. It was back and forth, bro. But bro, Rory was winning that fight at so many points, dude. And it looked like he's gonna put away Robbie, and that is where the phenomenon of the fifth round of Lawler just, oh my goodness, his lip split, bro. Like he it insane. He looked like he was gonna lose that fight. He came into the fifth round and just and just beat the brakes off Rory McDonald and just honestly forever changed the man. Like all respect to Rory McDonald, I love him. He's a changed man. He's literally one of the reasons like I watch MMA. So like, yeah, dude, that
The
was
UFC posted this the greatest fight of all time? Question mark. I think that's what ends up being the downfall.
man. Look
I'm
at
not
his face; it's flat.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yep,
Right
he
on the
can't take it
nose.
anymore. Yep.
Oh, dude, this was such a creepy fight. He's like screaming with his lip all messed up. Bro, that was the fight that got me into MMA. One of the best ever. 100%
That
Jess.
was an amazing fight, bro.
So we're going to get into the 2025. But basically every episode, I think going forward, we're going to do this. We'll get on SureDog because they're a pretty good one. Tapology is really good about showing just sheer every event. Like literally
Yeah,
every
fight, event.
boxing and MMA fight. I don't know if they show kickboxing, but they have like Octagon, which is like a really good promotion. So I see a lot of people in chat wanting me to like review some fights. So we'll definitely do that more. We're just gonna like first go through like the news, and then the 2025. We're just gonna kind of look, because I know the few fights of the year. One of the like fights of the year they say is Royval and Van. So we should probably check a
I
look
haven't
at
watched
that.
that. I haven't watched that in the entirety. I remember I just watched that last round where he said,
Yeah,
"Oh,"
I'll try
and
to
he kind of
show
won
you
in a
like
good
how
time.
Van was doing over the fight. But let's just like I said, we're gonna try to do this every episode. We're just gonna go ahead from here and just go to the latest news. So
Like Sherdog's fighter of the year.
Michael Venom Page is coming back at UFC London. So that's one of the first events of
Oh,
2026.
nice. Is
It's
this
gonna
Paramount?
be actually, so it's
Or no?
actually in March, but it will be in the Paramount. I think everything is Paramount now. I don't
Okay,
know where the
okay. So
fight
that's
nights show up. They might be like, I don't know why they even have UFC Fight Pass anymore. I think they still show stuff on there, but it's just such a janky platform if you've ever used it. And a lot of the fights that you want to look at, like past fights, even like not even that recent, they wouldn't load. And I'm not sure if it was because of copyright ties or whatever, but I'm like, the fact that you're the UFC and like you're branding out Fight Pass and it like wasn't working, that kind of turned me. I don't know how it is now, but it was
I
always
remember
kind
back
of
then when it first came out, it was just kind
like
of, it
we
was
would like,
very,
you remember we would try to like turn it on and watch fights, and then it like half the time they wouldn't load, and we're like,
it
bro,
wouldn't work or something would happen. We'd even try to find like old fights because they'd be like, we have every fight,
like
old
with
and
Pride,
new.
K1,
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
We
And
found
then we
some of
try
the
to find,
K1 ones, funny enough.
yeah, but then there was some where like, dude, they claim to have all of them, but whatever. UFC Fight
So
Night 271.
this is gonna be in March. This is in UFC London, so it's gonna be
Oh, it's a number card. Okay, I thought it was just like a fight night
it's
because it was
just a
UFC London.
yeah, it's just a fight night. And then so they have Movsar Evlov and Lerone Murphy. That's a good fight. That's like
really
literally
good
a
fight.
number one contender purist fight. Like those two guys are probably the two top featherweights in the world. Diego Lopez is up there as well, but he's getting the title shot, so that's what we're gonna see in
Before
February.
anything, yeah, dude, that's crazy. Just that Anthony Joshua thing, bro.
So
Sending
yeah,
condolences, dude.
just condolences to Anthony Joshua, and
Prayers, bro,
just
'cause that's
prayers up
crazy.
to Anthony Joshua, because we're gonna
Just
go
for
ahead and take a
anything,
look at this right here.
for anything combat related, just because I can't get that off
This
my mind.
happened just today.
in the
And
morning, bro.
this was in Nigeria. I'm sure most people have seen the video by now, but two people passed, and they were like, there's Jake Paul touching it on it. Respect to Jake, at least for because there's these
He
two
said something
guys
about it.
right here. His tweets. Yeah. So these two guys right here, tragic,
They're
bro.
like
Just all prayers up to AJ, bro.
So they're like his trainers, and like by that they're like his best friends too. One of them was a strength and conditioning coach, I think, and the other one was like his main
And
his
a
main
lot of
guy.
people are trying to investigate and do a lot of like investigating into what happened. Like it's just endless. Like it could be endless details that could be leading. Like you don't know the details until you know the details. But prayers up to AJ, man, because it's like so crazy how someone could go from being at like on this pedestal and then just something crazy happen like that. And
What's crazy is that he
know,
visited last year, like on the same thing, like like Instagram or TikTok will put like the like whatever, like a trending comment in blue or whatever. It's like you click on it, and he was there last year around the same time. Like it's a thing he does every year.
oh man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
So we're gonna keep moving here. This is an
but that
optimistic update
Pantoja,
regarding Pantoja's return. So Coach Marcos, dude, I see him like cornering like most of the fighters from there. So he said, let's see, good news, no fracture or ligament injury. From that, we have great expectations for his return. The exact time frame is still unknown. Still needs a lot of therapy to move his arm, that he can go back to light and then hard training. If Pantoja maintains focus, champion mentality, even arm mobilized, continues going to the gym and staying in shape. So, dude,
good, man.
Pantoja, I could easily see him winning the title back at some point,
He's a
because we just
dog,
never
dude.
saw how this fight would actually turn out. It just ended too soon to see what was going to actually happen. They exchanged like literally equal amount of strikes, and then this happened. So,
Yeah.
but my whole thing is, what was the UFC doctor on? I mean, they were just saying shoulder, 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 and
Everyone has seen. I've seen a shoulder dislocated. My brother used to have bad shoulder dislocations. I'm like, that's not a shoulder. I was like, it's definitely an elbow.
everyone was saying it was the elbow.
But the UFC and Dana White was like, it's a shoulder injury.
Here we
I
go.
remember that.
Report: Alexandre Pantoja has elbow injury, not shoulder.
And it's gonna be like as first reported by UFC doctors.
So it's just weird. I just think there was probably a miscommunication that happened. Like they were just really quick to try to get like a diagnosis, and it's like, yeah, it happens. But that was really weird, because they like for the whole broadcast and even afterwards, Dana like in the post conference said, and then it's
He's
like,
doubled down on it. He's like,
yeah, but then it ended up being his elbow. But the thing is, like we said, I was like, it looked like a dislocation, and he said there's no ligament or anything. So that's the thing. You just gotta like reheal it. Pretty crazy how how injuries, like there's like a spectrum to how bad it gets. But hey, bro, Pantoja's could fight next year, so that's lit. Islam wants Umar to avenge loss against Merab. Oh, gosh.
Didn't Umar just win?
He did just beat Mario Bautista in a tough fight. So
that's a fight.
He's gonna be fighting Davison, bro.
Oh damn! I didn't know he had a.
Yeah, they actually lined that fight up for UFC 324, dude. So this card is absolutely stacked, man.
Eddie versus Gaethje for
the main event, and then you also have the second title fight, of course, Kayla versus Amanda. Amanda's back. I wonder if she's really gonna.
Amanda's actually back, dude. This is not like it's like okay, dude. This is gonna be
Sean O'Malley and Song, Waldo and Derek Lewis, Arnold Allen and John Silva. That's a really good fight. Ateba is on this card, bro.
Dude, I want to see Ateba put somebody out as I'm getting up out of my seat to go get a beer.
That's hella funny.
Kulaev, bro. He
just beat Nick Klein, lost to Christian Leroy Duncan, but by decision. That's not a bad loss. By decision is not bad against a guy like Christian Leroy. Kai said, if Waldo wins, I'll cry. Bro, is he gonna be like, because it's Derek Lewis? Yeah, because it's like
John.
But it's like you kind of have to come to the thing where Derek is like a gatekeeper, but he can always put people out, bro.
And we and John, like Waldo's lost in boxing. He got knocked out in
He got
boxing.
knocked out cold in boxing, bro.
We looked, yeah. So like,
It's like
there is a
he's
chance.
not like, it's not like he's never been damaged. It's like, he's had that thing at heavyweight. Like he has a lot in MMA, but we went on an investigative thing. Like, he had
Because in boxing, he had his hands down. He was
had
like,
amateur fights in MMA, and then from 2018 to 2021, he was fighting boxing at the same time he was doing MMA fights. Like, just the amount of training and
yeah.
just
John
head damage you're taking through that, bro.
John pinpointed it was like 3 months or 4 months between an MMA fight and
At a
then the
boxing
boxing
fight.
fight that he got like knocked out in. He's like, look, because he had to bring up the 2 websites at the same time. It was actually crazy.
I was like, who sanctioned this? But it's but it's okay because, dude, Walt, like, it's like, that's just why he's not scared. He's not afraid. He was not afraid to show up on short notice against Gaziv. Man, he showed up against Ante Delia. He doesn't care the opponent. He doesn't care when. Like, if he's good to go, he's good to go. He has that confidence to him.
Bro. He is dangerous.
He took Pavlovich to a decision, man. And Pavlovich is known to put people out. So he's just on a different level now, Waldo. He's like, it's going to be a really cool fight, him and Lewis.
He's hit his stride, bro.
So Silva and Namajunas, this is a really good fight. I feel like if Silva wins this, definite title shot against Valentina. If I don't know if has Rose fought Valentina?
I thought
no. So if she wins, she could easily get a title fight because it's Rose,
That would be the type of random ass fight where you see her just
right, the type where Rose wins, bro. Just how did she do it? She just beat Valentina.
Yeah, bro. It's like her with Double J, bro. It just, dude, that was crazy.
Man,
those are the best cards I've ever witnessed to. I remember I got the who was that guy who made
here. I wanted to go back to that card that it was where she knocked out Joanna. UFC 217, Bisping and GSP.
This is the best. I stand by this. This is the best main card of all time. Like, I don't care. Just this was an insane card to watch.
Let's start from the beginning. Dude. So we had, bro, this is crazy where Iman is now. So Iman is like a good fighter now, but bro, he got knocked out by a spinning back elbow and he got hit with 2 of them in a row. It was one of the nastiest knockouts.
Yeah, and his jaw was broken. I remember I just said because I was like, dude, why are his lips doing that? And then it was just because his jaw was broken.
Got his jaw broken. Crazy. Curtis Blades finished Alexei Olenek. Randy Brown beat Mickey Gall. That was kind of Mickey Gall. Like, that's when kind of like he beat CM Punk, but then like he started losing some fights, Owens knocked out Corey Anderson. I remember that.
He threw
like a low kick. He threw a low kick at the same time as a punch, and it was just like, what is that? And then he got knocked out with the head kick.
He said,
oh yeah, well, this was like something happened here. Walt Harris, it was like a kick to a grounded opponent or something like that.
Something weird.
James Vick, this is when James Vick was getting wins, and he had some hands, like he could use his range, bro. James Vick was getting wins.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, bro, I'm telling you, it was MMA karma. It was just all that shit talking he was doing the gate.
Paulo, this is the first. This is when we basically met Paulo, bro.
Remember we watched this fight over?
This was because Paulo coming out party, just him versus Johnny Hendricks, man.
This is like the first start of like me and my brother both like him being like, I'm not gonna go with my friends. You wanna watch the card with me? Like, dude, yeah. So we just sat down and this is like one of the first ones we watched. And bro, that's the one he saw Paulo. Like, I was like, come on, Johnny. Like, we watched Johnny Hendricks fight before, and he saw Paulo Costa walk out. He did the trend thing. He's like, bro, look at him. He's winning. This guy, he's winning. He's like, he's built naturally like that. He's like, maybe steroids, but he hasn't getting caught. Look at Johnny. He looks like he just got off a cycle, like, yeah, like, with all respect to Johnny Hendricks, I'm not being mean, but like, dude, like, it was insane. Like, the physique difference was crazy. It was just young Paulo just with a fucking chip on his shoulder, bro. Crazy fight. And Steven Thompson and Jorge Masvidal.
That was a good fight. That was just Masvidal. Like, that showcased like that he could really stand and strike. He wasn't scared to stand and strike with Wonder Boy.
But that was him. He was tired. That's when he changed.
He's like, I'm tired of losing my decision, bro.
That was like the beginning.
Rose knocked out Joanna, bro. That
in
was
the first round, bro.
tagged
In the
her with
first
boxing. It was
round.
crazy. Then TJ and Cody fighting with
My
the
brother was
ego.
standing up the whole time. The whole time, the biggest TJ Dillashaw fan, bro. I swear he was just like, "Come on, TJ, come on, TJ," the whole time, bro. And that, yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then
Cody,
Cody threw the
he
same punch. Oh,
both of them, was just hella shit talk before and after him saying like, "Oh, I knocked him down in sparring," and then he shows a clip hella long ago, dude. And then they're just like, and he does end up getting clipped in the first round and dropped bad, and everyone was like, "No."
yeah, I remember that. And then it ends, and then he dropped Cody in the second and TKO'd
Yeah.
him.
And this one, like, I'd be down to rewatch this one if it's on the UFC page, bro. But this was crazy because GSP hadn't fought in maybe like almost 2 to 3 years, bro. Almost 4 years. I don't know how long it's been, how long it was, but for him to come back and then he's
I remember he feinted the takedown and then the left hook. That's what it was, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, he went to the body and then left hook. That was nasty. And then Bisping he survived this and then gave up his back.
Damn, bro. Like, he really ate shots.
Crazy.
Mind you, I'm crying when this is happening.
Yeah, he ended up getting the choke.
Just because I just wanted, like, everyone's like, GSP's gonna murder him, right? I'm like, yeah, but Michael B. I mean, he beat Rockhold. I mean, anything can happen, And he's just like, yeah, it's GSP. So I was like, all right, whatever, bro. I was like, I want Bisping to win. That's crazy how we got there from Nurmagomedov.
That's how these podcasts go, by the way. UFC fights on Paramount now. Yeah, Alex, they will be. Kai, I got you on that fight. We'll look at that throwback fight in a little bit. Daniel Cormier believes success of AKA will never be replicated. Look who you're asking. I think it's just a little bit biased.
You're asking like the guy who was
the
one of the guy. People. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, because it was him as double champion, then Habib, and then also Kane and Luke Rockhold were in there at the same time. So, like, they were all champions at one point. I get it.
Yeah, that's true. Double champ, that's really hard to do. I mean, AKA probably had a few champions at the same time.
Dude, a lot of them, bro. Crazy room. Islam thinks potential trilogy against Murad will be even easier for Jan. Whoa.
It's true, bro. Because look what he did to him on this one. Imagine him like I don't like what else can like.
Что касается его боя с Мирабом, насколько твои
ожидания
совпали с тем?
I love Murad. We watched him win. We were there with the Georgians cheering for him. You know what I'm saying? In Miami, I love the guy, dude.
Yeah.
We laughed because there was a clip of we were like walking the same street with a guy like trolled him for directions.
Yeah.
Like, mad at him. We're like, bro, we're like on the same street, dude. That was like, let's see, maybe get his striking more important.
Wow, so like Piotr brought people from Dagestan to help him wrestle. That is what
he did. Bro, he was not going to lose to a wrestler ever again. He said no.
He's like, I might not be able to go to Dagestan, but we're gonna bring Dagestan to me, and we're gonna freaking train wrestling.
6 to 12 Dagestan, 6 to 12 months in the U.S. with Dagestani.
Yeah, there you go. That'll get you to at least title contention, real good for your title fight.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah. So this was a big news as well. So UFC champ Tom Aspinall undergoing surgery on both eyes. So
I'm not gonna lie, when you told me that before, I thought you were joking. You just mentioned it on both eyes. I was like, why? If only it was one of them. I kind of just like I didn't think you were serious.
By the time the video is going out, I'll probably have surgery on one eye already. Next surgery is coming mid-January, so working towards getting back, and that's the plan. So, I mean, he'll probably realistically be able to fight after the White House. So I feel like they're going to make it some sort of interim heavyweight belt, if anything,
They roll in.
Cyril, dude, if they make Cyril and Jones again, I'll laugh because it's gonna be the same
I promise you, I won't watch that fight. I'll turn my TV off.
I'll be like, it's gonna be the same fight, y'all. Unless Cyril's been wrestling, get those Dagestanis in there, brother, because that's the only way you're gonna beat somebody like Jones at the wrestling. You just have to drill takedown defense.
You have to do that Piotr Jan, bro. Bring the Daggies to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight up, unless you can go.
Let's see here. Yeah, so this is going on. So Shara Bullet is going to be grappling Armin Sarukian. This is like very
Is that like a
interesting.
UFC grappling event, or is it just like an
It's
out of
just
promotion
out of
event?
it's out of promotion. It's just some. It's called
Okay,
Hype
okay.
Grappling. I think it's in Russia or something.
Oh, it's run by HypeCon.
And then,
Bro,
bro, dude, this is real. This is real. Walter Walker is fighting this guy, Zion Clark. He's the guy that wrestles with no legs. He does jujitsu matches and stuff, bro. He doesn't have legs. And Walter Walker, known for the heel hooks, bro. I think this is actually happening. Friday the 13th in Miami, bro, in February.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be the only guy that can beat Walter Walker. And no hate to that guy. Like just making a joke of like that, because I know Walter Walker probably made a joke about this too. In the pit submission. Oh, it's in the Karate Combat thing.
Oh, that's so cool. Good, bro. They're really good at social media. They have about 2 million followers. They're like good at this type of shit, you know.
You know, it's crazy how Miami is quietly becoming one of like the fight.
Oh, it's definitely a fight town, bro, and it's become like so because UFC's been going there steady. I feel like there's some, you know, always been boxing has always been really popular in Florida ever since Roy Jones, especially. And
especially and add on to that like the street boxing with like, you know, fucking
Kimbo and shit, bro. It's just always been a fight capital for sure. Just like one of the underrated ones.
Dirty boxing, karate combat, misfits boxing, like all those other. There's a bunch of other.
It's probably super easy to put on stuff. Like the commissions over there, probably just super easy. Be like, run it. Meanwhile, like it's like California's like, okay, we have to have these doctors and this shit in New York and all them.
Very New York, bro. Don't fight in New York,
dude. Yeah, those commissions are very strict on shit and oftentimes overstep their boundaries. I'm guessing the Florida commission probably easier to work with. Let's see. So now we're just gonna go into some of the best fights of the year. So I'm going to go here and see what their article looks like. They have Robbery of the Year. They have year-end awards. Oh. You've seen Evo, but they pronounce it Evo. Because he's
Evo.
So they started right off when it gets crazy on this one.
After this, is another fight of the year, isn't it? Brandon Royval.
The Royval and Van. Yeah, we'll watch that. You just can't with the hands down. But honestly, I feel like they should have gotten a bonus. They both should have gotten a bonus for that, for sure.
Yeah, no, dude, that was like 100%. Bravo choke.
What is this? I don't know. I guess they have a weird format.
Just think about it. Oh, think they in.
These sound like song lyrics.
Keep it MMA related, bro.
I mean, I guess if you've been around for a long time reading their articles, it's like an inside joke type of thing. That's my best guess. We're gonna look up Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van, and then they have this UFC best moments of 2025 video that popped up here. May as well watch some of that. So this is another. This is at UFC 323.
I paid to do this.
Wait, this was not UFC 323. This was Fight Night, I believe. Wasn't it?
Yeah. Pantoja was UFC 323.
Right. I'm trying to see because they posted it ahead of that fight. They posted it because like this fight was gonna happen. It was 317, UFC 317 that this fight happened. You see reaction to Chanel versus Sumaderji? Bro, he was probably going crazy. That was when Chanel got the triangle, I'm pretty sure, right? Like a comeback win. This is a 3-rounder here between Van and Royval. Wow. 10 seconds left. Oh!
He tried to go in.
Yep, that won him the fight right there. Sheesh. That was such a good performance from both of them, bro. So, man, between that, Ewo and Ebo, and then Nicholas Mota and Sadikov, who do you think? It's just 3 completely different types of fights.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, honestly, I
If
don't
you
know.
have to
I
rate
think
them 1 through 3, think about it.
okay.
I'll probably rate. I'll probably honestly
I give Iwu and them. I give them number 3, just because the
number
duration
3.
of the fight.
Yeah.
This is
And it's just because
duration.
it probably wasn't like there wasn't like a lot of crazy like technical.
I was gonna say, like, compared to the level of technical and striking, like the expertise I saw in this fight, and even the second fight, it's
Right,
just
Nicholas Moton Sadikov was hella high
yeah.
level as well.
I think
So
just based on that, I'd be this one
this is
number
probably
1, the
fight of the
Nicholas Malta
year.
fight.
I want to
Yeah.
see who they also. You could argue Marab and
Oh, Jan?
Jan,
Oh,
man,
no.
is a good one, but Jan, that was a pretty one-sided performance, I think. Like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking,
just
this was a close fight too. But let me see. Fight they gave it. I think they already did it. The UFC awards. Let's see. Freaking Yuri. I don't think they gave it like 1. I guess they rated this one number 1, so like kind of like we did. Yeah, just Joshua Van
okay,
Boy
so
Val 317. Yuri versus Khalil. That was a good one because yeah, he was like getting. Remember, he was getting hella frustrated in the beginning, just and then later on,
yeah. Oh, it's like the oh, nice.
that's one made number 3, and then there's Jack Della. Okay, that was like a good performance for Jack.
Wasn't it one-sided though?
I mean, shoot. I guess he figured out Bilal. He fought, bro, but it was just Della Maddalena just.
To be fair, for the 3 fights we said to be in the top 5, just because we didn't name the other 2 fights, I think that's fair and that's good enough.
Yeah.
We have good knowledge, we know game.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Those were the ones of the year, man. Like straight
Yeah.
up.
Yuri.
2025.com awards, the newcomers, the submissions, the knockouts. Okay, this is cool. Let me see the knockouts.
Wow.
Larone versus Pico. Yeah,
I
the
agree.
spinning elbow. He gets
I love that one.
outshadowed by Carlos Prates' elbow because it happened right after his, man. Right
yeah, but
after.
this one, bro. It's like you just knocked out Aaron Pico.
Oh, they don't show. This is the one where they don't show
They
it.
won't. Yeah, they won't, dude.
Ufi versus Bobby Green, or King Green, rather.
Yeah,
this was UFC 313, and this was right before the Miami card. So this is, I believe, in March. Oh, that's when he gained so much aura, bro. Prates, yep, against Jeff Neal, that got put on here. Topuria versus Oliveira. Willin Sal killed on Nasrat Hakparas. That was a crazy one for sure. One shot knockout submissions. Rob versus O'Malley. Yep, North South choke. That was impressive. We saw this one, John Silver versus Bryce Mitchell.
I was barking
crazy.
like a dog so last.
Everybody. That was like the peak of their aura because they had the crowd doing so much crazy stuff with them.
Everyone is wearing their glasses, bro.
Man, that was just like peak fighting nerds, like when they were in Miami, dude, 100%. And man, it would have been cool to see Prates at that point. He ended up fighting. I think he fought Gary before. Let me look him up. Gary before Neal. Mistaken? Take a look. Which was smart because, yeah, he ended up fighting Gary on their fight night, and then he fought Neal with the spinning elbow, and then Leon, the one shot, bro. That was crazy. That stands to be one of the most viral reactions I have of this year, pretty much. I think that's the number one reaction. Yeah. At least on.
I was with you on that one. I was in the background.
Dude, crazy. That one was crazy.
Kayla Harrison.
Oh yeah, second round submission, Pena. I was like, bro, I called it. I was like, she's gonna submit Juliana, bro, because I'm like, if Juliana's whole thing is to like, yeah, I'm gonna get you down, control, ground and pound. I'm like, good luck against a judo gold medalist. That is
You're
not
asking for
happening.
her.
So Fluffy Hernandez. Oh, dude, that was such a dominant one, bro. He's just dog walking Roman for the whole fight, just out wrestling him, ground and pound, and then he just got him in a choke and no hooks in and just freaking dragged him. I was like, this is literally one of the craziest performances, man. Hold on.
Who did we were talking about like it'd be funny if like they
I'm gonna
did Jones versus Gone again, and then we're like, dude, that'd be so one-sided again. And then I jokingly said it'd be like when Dulidze fought Vittori and they booked it 3 times or
That's
twice.
hella funny.
It's the same fight and you're expecting a different result.
So this is the Manel Cop knockout on Royval. So he was throwing kicks like you were asking.
Yeah.
But Manel on the same thing. He's like, I'm gonna put you backwards. I'm gonna keep you moving backwards. Boom. You see how he like launches into that?
Look at that movement. Like, look at that.
So first things first, he's not just boxing forward and crashing into the distance like Van was. Look at how he launches. Right there.
He ends up, yeah.
He's already launching himself to you. Royval already expected that straight because of how he was launching into it. Then here comes a left. Another feint. Now he's southpaw. Boom. There's just so much he's showing you in that fucking 5 seconds or like less. Couple seconds. What was it? Boom. In 3 seconds, he showed you 4 different looks. And then he hits you. He's really quick with that shit, man.
It's like the human body can all respond to, you know,
dude. Yeah, there's certain stuff like that striking. It's those feints, bro. And there was Eugene Behrman. I saw a video of him talking about it with Izzy. They were on a training session, and Izzy was like in the background. He was like showing it on somebody else. He was like, "How many feints do you think it is for high level MMA?" He's like, three feints to 1 real strike, 4 to 1. He's like, high level MMA. It's like 7 to 1, 8 to 1. Because literally they showed it and how Volk and their team do it. And it was literally like you just see like boom, boom, feint a kick, feint a couple, and then come in with one. It's crazy, bro. So it's like feinting is everything with striking because most people are going to know what combinations you're throwing. It's like those high level strikers, man. That shit's different. Like Cop. I don't want to see what's this. Walter Walker. Oh yeah, dude. So many heel hooks this year. I think he had 3 this year, or 2.
He was very active this year.
Walter Walker was an interesting character this year, man. Because he's at heavyweight. Gonna probably fight. That is not Walter. That's Walker.
That's crazy. Walker, bro. Was it 2010 or 2019?
Funny.
Wait, what am I tripping? 2010, yeah. He hasn't fought since 2010. Walker.
There's a lot of Walters that fight.
Walter Pereira. Walter Branga.
Okay.
Walter Dragao.
Yeah, Dragao. I noticed him too. Here we go. Well, he has a Tapology.
Good.
The clean monster, Walter Walker. He only lost 1 fight by decision, and he heel hooked everybody he's fought in the UFC. And in 2025, yeah, he had 4 of them in 2025. How crazy!
Sorry.
Yeah, 3 in 2025, 1 in 2024, but all of them recently.
You're supposed to fight
Muhammad Usman. That's when Louis Sutherland stepped up. Big, huge guy from the UK, from NFL.
Steroid guy.
Yeah, you saw this picture and immediately thought steroids.
Yeah, no, because they did that. No, because remember it was like the picture of him like that, and then him in the UFC.
In the UFC, it looks different, right? Right. Let me see what type of. He's only 10-3.
The fights.
They have that's what happens in MMA, bro. That's what shows you the truth. I like that about Tapology. It shows you the truth about MMA. You can hide the canceled fights, but the truth of MMA is you had a lot of canceled fights. You have a lot of shit that doesn't go. But in amateur, it's the same thing, you know. Taking people to decisions, fighting in like MMA series. Or I think that's Russia. Fighting in Russia for a while. And then About Alex Nicholson and Titan FC. Stopped him in the corner. That's crazy. So, man, Walter, bro. And now he's going to be fighting the guy with no legs.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. He's like, I'm going to have some inactivity. Let me fight that guy. Let me wrestle him.
And we're going to watch
Jiu-jitsu, karate combat.
Robbery of the year.
Let's see it. Myron Santos. So I did see this one. Everyone said Myron Santos hella won this fight. And yeah.
Okay.
I'm
and
down
then he
to
goes
see this.
Francis Marshall. Okay. All three Surdog stores saw the fight in Marshall's favor. Even Santos didn't feel he won the fight after he viewed it. When the fight was over, I felt it clearly won, but that wasn't the truth. In situations like that, I think takedowns make a difference, so I went back and saw that he won it. Oh my God. Nullify all of the positional work that Myron did for this whole first of this round. 3 takedowns for Marshall? I only remember 2.
I remember 2, bro. I don't know. I guess the other one where he got like thrown off.
Maybe there was one in the earlier in the first.
Curly scores the contest 30-27. Marshall. Bristly has it 29-28.
One of the judges had it 3 rounds to Marshall.
And David Lethaby scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision. Myron, the legend, Santos.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that.
It's a very close fight.
Yeah, there's been worse robberies I've seen. Obviously not this year, but like that's not.
Yeah, I think that's just
the argument.
I can see the argument for both. It's just a very close fight. Man, I just think that it sucks because, you know, when there's fights where people like, you know, you saw Royval and Van, they were literally throwing for all of those 15 minutes. But when there's a lot of moments where people are trying to be careful and not doing too much inactivity, they have to judge what they have to judge. And it's almost kind of a foreshadowing of what happened later in the night, because everyone's like, Onk didn't win, or no, how did he win? It's like, bro, well, he just had Alex on his back foot the whole time, and like he did catch him with a couple moments, so there wasn't just no offense by Alex really. Alex was sick and injured. That's like what we know now. But like, if there's not a lot going on in terms of like what you can score for damage, then they're gonna go to like who's on the front foot more. And it's like you could argue that's like the judge's fault for like just, you know, how they score it, but it's just they gotta score it.
You gotta score what you gotta score, you know. It's like it's like teachers, you turn homework, you got the one kid that does everything, bro, does the most, and you have the one kid that don't do shit. And you're like, all right, well, I still gotta judge it, you know?
Exactly, dude. And so
give me what you're giving me, bro.
You know, I don't think that was the worst robbery I've seen. I don't think we've seen real like crazy robberies.
You come out an article, it's just our faces on there saying they said, you know, they're just like, you know, we don't like what you said.
Podcasters support UFC robbery or something.
Yeah,
UFC shills support. Oh man,
Dana White's underlings trash her dog say that the robbery wasn't a robbery. That would be like the headline, just the worst like clickbait title.
Well, this would be a cool one to look at. 2025 PFL year.
Did you see what happened with Don Fry? He was hospitalized. Yeah, that was kind of. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well,
with like
he had something emergency medical treatment.
I think for an arrhythmia.
Dang. That's funny. He's like, he brought me in. My daughter brought me in because he's telling Gary Goodridge on the phone he wasn't feeling good. He's like, Gary Goodridge turned on me and called the boss. Calls his daughter.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's so funny.
Because it's like he's old as Don Fry. He's like, you know, I'm feeling like shit. Can't really get around, but I'm gonna stick. I could stick it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm gonna take a nap,
dude.
You know, like shit.
So we're gonna look. Why do they have this for Dakota Ditcheva? Like the freaking meme where it's like the lady with the numbers flying. Oh, it's Fight Facts. Okay, I thought they were numbers flying by. Yeah, see, they did it right for this article, but the UFC one they messed up.
They did it on purpose.
Damn. Finished absorption of Bellator MMA this year. Also waving goodbye to the tournament structure. $5 million in prize money. So they do pay certain, you know, like the title fights, they do pay. So we had 241 PFL fights. That's roughly half, a little less than half of the amount of the UFC put on. So that just kind of tells you, but this is the thing. It's kind of a comparison point because the UFC is now owned by a huge conglomerate, WME. And so they're just going to have the money to pay more fighters. 25
Respect my conglomerate.
So basically, so it's so we got 80 knockouts, 51 submissions, and 105 decisions. So more finishes than decisions for PFL is the thing.
It's the same
UFC,
same amount of no contest. Funny enough, for both.
Interesting.
You know, it was about half of the fights. It was still 3 no contests.
Yeah, that's an interesting because it's just like you have about 130 finishes over 100.
Knockouts. Yeah.
So that's pretty
Over
damn
UFC,
cool.
my bad.
Over the UFC, yeah. So 25, 55, 51. So it's just, I feel like the matchups are a little bit different too. Just like, you know, there's not going to be some of the highest level matchups.
Ditcheva pulled out of her last fight. I think she got injured.
She did get injured. She's had something happen to her arm, which is unfortunate. But
That sucks.
Let me see. There we go. She's on the cover of the freaking thing. TKO'd Tyler Santos. That was like one of my favorite finishes of her. I like that really showed what her level is, bro. She TKO'd her. She TKO'd Jenna Bishop. She TKO'd Chelsea Hackett. Anybody at her weight class.
She submitted some people, bro.
She submitted somebody.
Mila Hermanson. To check her. That's my sister.
That'd be messed up. And then she's getting finished as well. That'd be messed up.
No disrespect.
You're hella funny. Yeah, Jack the Joker's going to look for me now. He look for you now, bro.
Jordan.
It's good, bro. So Dakota Ditcheva 15-0. I feel like she's just on like a solid run. And man, she should stay with the PFL as long as you can. Just keep getting paid. And, you know, at 27 years old, maybe a few more years before she joins the UFC, you know? I feel like she definitely has the potential. Round of the year. Diego Lopez and Jean Silva. I could get with that. That was a cool one. Upset of the year, Piotr Jan beating Merab. Yeah, that was by all accounts an upset because of the way, you know, people had seen Merab as just like this force, you know. It's like he's just wrestling everybody, beating everybody. It was really crazy to see how Piotr was able to just push through that. He prepared more than enough. Like we said, he brought Dagestanis to him for the camp. Man, you can't understate how good of a performance that was and how good of preparation it was for Piotr. Top rookies. I guarantee Kevin Vallejos has to be on this list. So Teba Gautier, Jacoby Smith, Kevin Vallejos. There you go. Man, he is a beast. Knocked out Chikadze. Quillen Sal killed. Yup. He had a nice knockout. Bison versus Sakayev. Yup. Did he have a fight recently? Oh, yeah. He knocked out McConaughey. That's right. I don't know if I saw that fight, bro.
That little rest did him a world of good.
Oh, I did see this one. That was crazy. He has some really cool knockouts, and he's had a, you know, very successful start to his UFC career. Finished the guy on a contender series, and he has 2 finishes so far. So, Hunter. He hangs out with Hamzat, I'm pretty sure, too. I've got Walmart UFC gloves. Me and my brother had a striking match. Both got concussed is crazy, Akai. I mean, that, you know, it sounds like, you know, classic brother shit. But yeah, you both got rocked. You get in trouble for that. Event of the year. UFC 320. So this is Sherdog's event of the year, pay-per-view of the year. Veronica Hardy gets the dub. Ramiz Brahimaj with the sub. Farid Basharat and Gutierrez, Yana Santos. These were all decent fights. Shabazian knocking out Muniz. That was a tough knockout for Muniz, but a good win. This was a bummer of a fight. Jacob Wicklach and Patchy Mix. Just, Patchy, man. Having a tough go with things. Daniel Santos and Ju Sang Yu. Oh, man, yeah. That was a crazy fight, and Santos got a big win. Ju Sang Yu had a nasty knockout against Jekka Saragi, like a nasty counter earlier in the year, but then this was his first loss, and it was by TKO. So this is Zombie Jr. So I feel like, he could still come back and have some wins in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Ateba, bro. Freaking Ateba was on this card. Dude, Akai, y'all got crazy lucky, man, because being concussed is one thing, but then having to get your teeth worked on because one of them got knocked out, that's something else. That's a different level of punishment. Joe Pyfer submits Abus. That's right. That was a solid win. Freaking Yusuf Zalal got the submission as well. Yuri Prohaska knocks out Khalil. Marab, just classic performance against Sandhagen. And then you had the main event. Alex Pereira knocks out Big Ankh in the first. That was a really solid card now that I think about it, especially the main card. Beatdown of the year. Oh, yeah. Hernandez versus Delidze, bro. Nasty fight. Submission of the year, Costello Vance. Oh, yes, this was outside of the UFC, but this definitely deserves to be shouted out. This was a crazy fight, chat. No, so this one, you had Johnny Eblen, who's been at the top of PFL for a while. 16-1. He was undefeated. He was finishing people. He was like, he beat Fabian Edwards twice, who was one of the best middleweights in PFL, beat Impa Kasanganay, Anatoly Tokov, beat Musasi as well. Some really solid wins. He's been at the top of PFL, and what happened was, man, Costello Van Steenis, it was a 5th round submission, 9 seconds left in the fight, and Johnny Eblen was winning rounds, bro. I'm pretty sure Johnny Eblen was winning rounds and winning the fight, and Costello got his back and got the submission and choked him to sleep. I mean, you just can't make it up, bro. It was one. So here we go.
To keep it where it is, short punches. Now trying to improve his position.
And Eblen had the back. Eblen had the dominant position, and then look at this.
This time able to get it. Now almost taking the back. 40 seconds left. Both hooks in. What a comeback this would be.
I don't think you're going to rear naked choke Johnny Eblen when you're this sweaty. But you never know.
His arm is underneath the chin. He's going for it.
Costello Van Steenis with the squeeze. Eblen might go out. He's fighting until the end. He will not turn.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Discussion. He's out. Costello Van Steenis.
Crazy, bro. That is insane work. And if you have been watching fights, you know to upset Johnny Eblen like that late in the fight, man, you got to be an absolute dog, because again, he was winning that whole fight and probably would have won a decision. But Costello, bro, he was not to be denied. The Spaniard. And he has a bunch of finishes on his record. He lost to Douglas Lima, who I haven't seen Lima fight in a second. He hasn't fought since Bellator got basically absorbed by PFL. And I don't know what happened to him. He hasn't fought since 2024. Didn't fight this year. He had a win. He beat Costello, which is crazy. He lost. He had a lot of losses, though. He had a lot of losses in his Bellator run. He had a couple years off. He didn't fight a lot. Yeah, he only fought once in 2023 and once in 2024. I don't know. Maybe he just called it. I don't know. Let me look him up. Oh, hell. He was supposed to fight for GFL, bro. I hate that so much. Ah, that's rough. GFL, bro. Oh, my gosh, man. It was just the biggest scam, and a lot of people probably got scammed out by them. So hopefully Lima is able to find a fight soon, because you hate to see the GFL happening again. But man, solid year in MMA, folks. A lot of upsets, a lot of crazy stuff happened. 2026 is looking to be a solid one too, though. I'm gonna go back and Gaethje and Pimblett to start out the year, 324, and then 325 in Australia, and then a few solid fights from there. Strickland and Fluffy in February. We got Moreno versus Almabayev in Mexico. That's going to be sick. Holloway versus Charles Oliveira, BMF belt. Be interesting, chat. It's going to be interesting. But you know what? We got a lot of content. Oh, bro, Akai Hunter Azure. I know, bro. He had a brutal run. We think we're gonna go ahead and call it, bro. We're gonna get some clips for this one. I think the audio should be good, and we're gonna put this one up on YouTube as well. So I appreciate everybody for coming through and supporting, man. Thank you guys again. That bro going. So thank you guys again, and we'll be back with some more gameplay very soon. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Peace out. Much love. Hope everybody has a great night. And I'll be back with some gameplay tomorrow, folks. Out. See you.